Welcome back to the Daily Dish. I'm Candice Cooper. We're here to chat conspiracy, beauty, astrology, health, pop culture, all of it. All right, let me lower this a little teensy tiny bit. Happy Friday, everyone. I couldn't believe it's like Friday already. It feels like it's Tuesday. Where did the entire week go? But let's get cozy and let's do like a little recap. I repotted that plant. Well, it's not a plant, it's a tree. It's my fiddle leaf. I love her. Him. I think it's a her. It's in the love corner of my bedroom. I don't know what that means. But my bedroom just like needs some fucking love. We're getting there. I need a headboard still. We got the lamps. I'm loving the lamps. I need a dresser and a headboard. And then we're good to go. Because when I moved from New Jersey to Arizona, I got rid of all of my furniture and just decided to like start fresh. So got rid of the bed, got rid of the dressers. Yeah, I got rid of everything. Now that I think about it, I like shouldn't have gotten rid of that one dresser. Anyway, O.J. Simpson is no longer. When I tell you this trial gripped a nation, it was 1994. Okay? I was in 4th grade. So, height of becoming a conscious human, right? At like 10 years old, 10 years old. And I was an actor, so we were commuting in and out of the city all day, every day, me, my mom, and my sister. And we didn't have TVs back then, like in the car. We had Game Boys, but like that was it. So all you did was listen to the radio. Couldn't read a book because I would get car sick. Very hard to do my homework in the car and not get car sick. I was forever fucking car sick. But the way this was, it captivated the nation. All right, Ron Goldman's family, they were fierce warriors for justice. And they didn't get it. When they announced the verdict, I was on set shooting a commercial. When you're a little kid, you don't really understand how polarizing things could be, right? You're still new to the world. So I didn't know OJ. I wasn't, a football fanatic. I was a little kid. So OJ didn't really mean anything to me except he for sure. We listened to the whole trial. There was nothing else to do. If the gloves don't fit, you must acquit. The gloves fit like a glove, bro. He was like, oh, they're so tight. No, they're not. Then they tried to say, like, they left them out in the rain or some crazy shit. I don't know. I think maybe, like, the other side was saying. So I know that somebody said that they left the gloves out in the rain. That's why they shrunk. Or if there was blood on them, I would imagine that blood would make the leather shrink when it dries up. Right? Like it would like shrivel a little bit. So the gloves did fit though. They did. They fit like a fucking glove. And they still acquitted him of the charges of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. What a devastating day. But I do remember we were actually on lunch shooting the commercial, and we were shooting on location. So all like the tables and chairs were set up in, some house's backyard that we had rented for the day to shoot the commercial, or they had rented for the day to shoot the commercial. We're all sitting in the backyard, and it comes out, we're like watching it or listening to it, whatever. I think we were watching it. I think there was a TV out in the backyard. It was like some people were really happy about it. Some people were really not happy about it. Me personally, just as like a 9, 10-year-old, after listening to all of that evidence, hours upon hours upon hours of that trial, I thought he was guilty. When you listen to the calls that Nicole Brown had with the police, with the dispatchers, and the woman was like, so is he just harassing you? And that to me breaks my heart, because when I was in high school, boys would snap my bra, boys would call me a slut and a whore down the hallway if I wouldn't hook up with them. So it was like, if I did hook up with them, I was a slut and a whore. If I didn't hook up with them, I was a slut and a whore. So it was like, you lost. There was no fucking winning. And I was born in the 80s. My heart aches and breaks for the women who have come before me, because even though I was being, growing up in a progressive time period, it still is so barbaric. Even today, I've said it in previous episodes of The Daily Dish that I don't know a job where I haven't been sexually harassed. And instead of making a big deal, I usually just quit. I usually just quit the job. I really don't say anything, and I just fucking move the fuck on. But that's why I do business for myself now, because I do not feel safe. Even the last salon I worked at, she hired this weird guy who was so inappropriate, not just to me, but to other women there. And she said, well, you're pretty, so of course he's gonna wanna get your phone number off the backboard. If I wanted him to have my number, he would know. But she was a 58-year-old woman, and it's just like, wow, we have become Stockholm syndrome, like empathetic to our captors. Listening to Nicole Brown call the dispatcher, ask for help, and that woman saying, oh, so he's just harassing you? She's like, he just broke down my back door. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And as a woman, I don't care. Like, I would rather be overprotective of myself than put myself in harm's way to maybe get a boyfriend or make society like me more, because like they like it better when you have a relationship or you're in a relationship. Well, I'm not putting my health, my safety in jeopardy because society wants me to be in a partnership. No. Let us all learn from Nicole Brown. Nicole Brown, Ron Goldman, rest in peace. OJ, doesn't it seem like everything going on right now is almost a little bit like surreal? Because there have been like theories upon theories upon theories of all of the corruption and the abuse and the just negligence on the part of Hollywood and the royal families and the music industry. Never, ever, ever did I think in my wildest dreams that I would see justice on any level when it comes to Hollywood or anything like that. But I guess that comes with age and experience, because when I was a kid, I was like mercilessly bullied. Mercilessly. And I don't want to gloat at people's misfortune, but like, revenge is a dish best served ice cold. And revenge is best delivered by just life. You just leave people where they are. You do the best that you can. You stay in your lane. You keep your side of the street clean. And you let life handle it. You don't have to believe in karma. You don't have to believe in any of that stuff. Just believe in the patterns of life. It does take a really long time sometimes. And it does seem like the dark is winning for a long time. And I feel like the dark has been winning for a long time. And I don't know what it is. Is it the astrology? Is it, I don't know. But it does seem like people are waking up. I was never asleep. Like, literally, I knew what the fuck was up at 4 years old, and it was horrifying because I felt like I was completely alone, and I felt like it would never be exposed. Well, to little baby Candice, 4 years old, my sweet baby darling, my little beautiful angel, my little creative goddess, baby, girl. Well, people get it. And you don't even have to do anything. You just have to go on your hormone health walks and eat organic and just stay in your own lane. And babe, justice is always served. A little late, but believe me, OJ is going to have to meet his maker, and I have a feeling it's going to be an express lane to the hot zone. Like, can we also talk about the girl who, I'm not, like, this is actually, like, she had they're saying she had psychosis, but I think that she had postpartum. I don't know much about this woman. I had never seen her on my TikTok before. She was a TikTok astrologer, and she had a psychotic break over the solar eclipse and pushed her little children out of the car onto the freeway right after she had stabbed her boyfriend, and she drove her Porsche into a tree, and she is deceased. Holy shit. First of all, talk to any fucking nurse and they'll tell you, especially like an ER nurse, it gets crazy during a full moon or a new moon. We're made up of mostly water. The ebbs and flows. The moon controls the tides. All of that stuff. So why would it not have an effect on our body? The solar eclipse. Here's what we all know what I did during the solar eclipse. I relaxed. I went from having very bad anxiety. I had sleepless nights, then couldn't stop sleeping. I had the ringing in the ear. It was like a little bit of nausea. It was that I was getting physical symptoms from it. But some people, everybody's different. So some people get mental symptoms. Some people get physical symptoms. Some people have weird dreams. Some people feel nothing. It all depends, right? Well, I think that the obsession with astrology, postpartum, and the solar eclipse as a culmination, I think that that was what the catalyst was. Because I've looked at certain transits in my chart, and they look absolutely terrifying. Like, absolutely terrifying. I don't even want to repeat what some of them have said to me, the transits. And if you take that one transit and you make it your entire reality, you can drive yourself crazy, because some of these transits can go on for years and years and years. Perfect example, Pluto and Capricorn. It was like an 18-year, it's like an 18-year cycle. And for Capricorn, me, hardship, loss, no love, bad finances, bad career, like not bad finances, bad career, but struggling finances, struggling career, moving, losing home, all of that stuff. And I remember being like 23 years old, realizing that that transit was coming up for me. And boy, oh boy, did I feel the weight of that transit on my shoulders immediately. What I could say is like the days are long, the weeks are short. You know, I got divorced, I got married, I changed careers, I moved states multiple times, I lost animals, I lost friends, I, lost relationships. It was like one of the most trying fucking times of my life. What I did was I kind of just approached it like a addict would approach recovery, like one day at a time. And when things were like really fucking hard for me, 1/2 hour at a time. And we all know that I love the fucking Pomodoro method, which is 15 minutes at a time. So there are ways But listen, I wasn't postpartum. So, you know what I mean? This poor woman has 2 little kids. Who knows if her boyfriend was any help or not? And you mix the astrology anxiety, postpartum, a solar eclipse, and somebody can fucking snap. Now, what's absolutely horrendous is her daughter is the sole survivor. She lost her baby sister, she lost her mom, and she lost her dad. So I don't know where this child's grandparents are, but I pray for this child. I pray over this child that she is going to be safe and protected. You know, Jesus fucking Christ. The kid got thrown out of a car in a freeway and watched her sister get killed and run over. Speechless. I wish she would have gotten help or asked for help or had the opportunity to have help. But look, I've tried to figure out ways to get affordable therapy. It's bizarre. Like, if you get into that industry, don't you like want to make your prices reasonable and want to help people? Like, I could do $150 an hour, but I can't do like $350 an hour. You don't even talk back to me. Like, you don't even answer me. So I pray for that woman. I mean, then we have the other people in the Netherlands who are just signing up to be euthanized, and they're like 24. Looking at the picture, they're smiling. The woman was like, Stacy is 24, lives with her boyfriend and cat, you know, in a cute little apartment, and she's decided to be euthanized because she's depressed. And I'm like, bro, like, oh, what are your thoughts? Because mine are fucking like, we've lost the plot. Oh, speaking of losing the plot, can we talk about Alabama Barker? What happened to her? She went from being, like, both of those kids turned out to be fucking peculiar. Okay? Like, Hollywood is so unattractive to me. They take these beautiful, healthy, normal little kids and they turn them into these fucking freak shows for I don't know what. But I would be, obviously, as a mother, you just have to say, like, whatever phase you're going through, I love you, I accept you, I support you. Inside, I would be fucking dying if that was my child. Outwardly, I'd be like, let's go to Hot Topic. Internally, I would be like, God, what did I do to anger you? Okay? Alabama! Like, I don't know if she's ever going to grow out of this. There are TikTokers who are like, she'll grow out of it, you know, whatever. She's only 18, 19. I think she's a Capricorn too. I went through like mom core phase in my like 18, 19, 20-year-old years. I wore a lot of linen. I wore a lot of J. Crew. But Alabama Barker is just taking it and running in a very interesting direction. Beautiful girl. She looks wild. And I hope that one day she snaps out of it. Who knows if she will? What do you think? LA is so fucking weird. The more I watch these shows, the happier I am to like not have anything to do with LA, Hollywood, anything. Because it's so fucking cringe. Speaking of cringe, let's talk about Vanderpump Rules. Joe and Tom look alike. They look like brother and sister. They both have this like pointy face. They look so much alike. I bet if we put a Tom Schwartz wig on Joe, she would look just like him. He is so weird. He's like, he just looks like a living, breathing version of a fucking prune. I cannot stand him. And the way that these women like fawn all over these douchey men. I don't like Ariana, but I feel Ariana's rage. I'm a little confused as to why she stayed for 10 years, bought $1 million house with him, and, you know, I get it. It's like people's canon moment. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell somebody till you're blue in the face, this person is this person is this person is this. They cheated on you, they're controlling, they're obnoxious, and people are still going to marry that person because it is their canon event. They have to learn that lesson on their own. Even, like, I don't want to skip ahead, but we'll even talk about that when it comes to Summer House. So anyway, Katie and Tom dating the same girl who's 24 and looks like she's 18. Like, she doesn't even look 24, you guys. And Katie next to her, like, Katie looks great. She's aging beautifully. But Katie next to that girl, I'm like, no. You should be her older sister, but I don't like the making out. And the fact that, like, both of them are dating the same girl after Katie made the whole, like, big deal about Raquel. Like, I'm so fucking confused. I think, like, nobody feels anything anymore. So they're just like, whatever, who cares? Like, the stakes are so low. And I say it for everyone in Hollywood, the reason why everybody dates everybody and nobody cares is because nobody's really going, like, deeper than a thimble. It's just so vapid. So there's just no, like Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz, I bet their relationship together outlasts any male-female relationship that they have. They're always going to choose each other. It's so weird. But, like, are they bareback mounting it? I don't think so. But they may as fucking well be. It's so weird. It's just so cringe to watch them. And that girl, Tori, is overcompensating. Like, she's so bubbly. She's so, like, and I'm like, okay. And Katie's so fucking monotone. I'm like, I can't. Could this just be for a storyline? Like, we already saw the pictures that people have been taking. Something about her is closed. It's packed up. That's a wrap. It's not happening. So clearly that was just for a storyline. They must have gotten the space and then wrote off the monthly expenses on taxes. I don't know. But something about her is not happening. And, like, watching Ariana cry, I feel like she fucking needed that. Like, let it out, girl. Let it out. It's like, we're calm until we can't be fucking calm anymore. And then we've had it. And we have to remember this is only like 4 or 5 months after the breakup. They're still living together, whatever. I think Anne is so annoying. People love her. She's just so... not my cup of tea. I 100% do not care about Lala's baby journey. I don't. And I sometimes, like, if I'm in a pinch, I'll listen to her podcast, and her brother, Easton, he goes... That's how he fucking laughs. No. He's got, like, white boy dreads, and he laughs like that, like, cringe. And she's like, grew up on the block. What? La. Lauren from Utah. This act of La La la, overlined lips, la la. I hate it. I hate it. You're a beautiful girl. Just speak normally. You're Lauren from Utah. You grew up in a 2-parent household with a brother that you're close to and a mom that you're close to. Like, please. Also, I don't know what you guys feel about this, but like, everyone, her, Easton, there, like, was like, oh, our daughter. And it's just like, Lala is setting herself up for boundaries being crossed in terms of like, I feel like she might get a little territorial with her new baby just because she had to give up her brand new infant the last time to fucking douchey Randall. But Easton said on the podcast the other day, like, our daughter, and I was just like, whoa, bro. Like, I know you're like the uncle and all that stuff, but I'd be like, all right, chill. This is, this is my child. So Lala actually didn't even answer, didn't even say anything. And that girl Jessica that they record with, like chirped in. But Easton, please, my brother, do everything you can to not do the dolphin laugh. It is like you're going to have to retrain yourself to laugh in a different way. All right, let's talk about Summer House. Summer House. Does anybody else feel like Paige and Kyle are flirty? I feel like Kyle flirts with everybody except Danielle. Like, he has flirted with Sierra a lot. I definitely felt like he gave like flirty vibes with Sierra. But I feel like him and Paige, like when she was like rubbing his arm, I was like, let's not rub his arm, as he cries about Amanda not having a recent picture of him in her camera roll. Okay. He gets the same weird look in his eyes that my ex-husband used to get when he would drink. And it's just like this like far off stare, like they're not even there. And I think probably in 5 to 7 years, Kyle is going to come out and say like, look, I have to cut back on drinking because it catches up with you no matter how you slice it. He's 40 years old. So him binge drinking probably since he was 16, that's not going to be good for his liver. And just like watching him get that far away look in his eye, it's like a glazed over look. My ex-husband would have like one beer and be like hammered. And that's from wet brain. So your brain never actually gets sober and recovers enough to metabolize the alcohol the next day the right way. So my husband would have one fucking drink and it looked like he was like wasted. When I see Kyle and he like mumbles and he gets that far away stare, he's like a good, nice guy. I don't want to see him go down this rabbit hole. And poor Amanda, first of all, I was married. I lived in Brooklyn. And I lived in Brooklyn for 8 years. And I just remember thinking to myself, there is no way that I could be pregnant and be in that vulnerable state and have to like traverse the city, like up and down subway stairs, all of those people, rats, danger, cars, honking, noise, pollution, smells. Like, I had a hard time having my period, like PMSing in the city. I couldn't even imagine being pregnant and having to like go get my groceries at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's and then drag it all fucking back home. Like, I just couldn't even imagine. So I don't know what birth sign Amanda is. To me, she's giving like Cancer vibes. I empathize with this girl so fucking much. She loves Kyle, and so much of her life and her 20s is all wrapped up in being with Kyle and building a company with Kyle and building a life with Kyle. She feels in over her head, and her being tired is her body like protection mode, like fight or flight. She's fawn, right? I think that that's what it is. It's like fight, flight, or fawn. And I see Amanda fawning, like she's sleepy, she's tired, she's cranky. She's defensive. She's fucking unhappy. If you're like, I left Manhattan and Brooklyn 10 years ago. I stopped working in Manhattan 7 years ago. And when I tell you, my mental health has transformed. My life has transformed since I left that area. And I'm a New Jersey girly. I went and moved to Montclair. Everybody goes from Brooklyn, Manhattan to Montclair. You reach 30, you go to Montclair, all right? If they would just go to fucking Montclair, it's bars, it's lounges, it's speakeasies, it's restaurants. Like, believe me, I was not suffering for any sort of fun. There was so much fun. And then we're in the mountains of New Jersey overlooking Manhattan. Like, how much more fucking beautiful does that get? Okay? Hiking at Eagle Rock every day before I go to work. Even in the winter, like, it was such a beautiful, fun life. Being close to my family. 20 minutes down Route 17 to my grandma. You know what I mean? It was like, but I was still going to bars. I was still fucking partying. I was still having a great time. Go to Egan's. Make a new social scene. Go to the Halcyon. Go to Faubourg. You'll have a great fucking time, Kyle. The reason why I don't think Jesse is attractive is because his big, weird fucking mouth. If you put him and Carl next to each other, they're almost a carbon copy, except Carl is like, well, Carl's a little thin. He needs to like gain 30 pounds. But Jesse has this like weird, and he's so gross and ugly and cringe. Oh my God. Like, that's a little harsh. So let me not be like a huge mega bitch. Jesse should be on paper handsome, but I don't like his mouth. I don't like his voice. I don't like his mannerisms. I just don't like him. West, on the other hand, is a thick dad bod, sweet but tough man. And whatever West has going on, like, I'm obsessed with West. I really am. I'm also really bummed out that we're going to find out in the next episode that West is most likely sleeping with other people when he should be building something with Sierra. Because, like, I think they're probably both in their late 20s. So what you have to understand, guys and girls in your late 20s, is you should really honor the times that you click with somebody, because it is so, believe me, it is so few and far between that you find someone to click with and want to have kids with and want to go to brunch on the weekend and all of that stuff. It is so rare to find that. And West would be a silly, silly fool to not honor and love Sierra. Again, if she doesn't want it, then of course be respectful, step back. But if she wants it, then West, you should step up your fucking game and honor our queen Sierra, because she's so pretty and I love her. And I'm excited to see her modeling career. I'm excited to see where that goes. It's a bummer that the nursing community lost her, because she seems like a really cool, nice nurse. Like, I feel like if you had her, she has like a kindness to her, and she seems like gentle, you know? And nurses are like, I don't want to say all nurses, but I went to school with a lot of girls who ended up becoming nurses, and they were not the nicest girls. So, anyway, adios mio, my loves. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to have a great weekend. I did a little food shopping just now. I don't have really any plans. I haven't had any alcohol since before Lent. And, you know, I just don't have any reason to. If it's like a special occasion, I'll go out and have like a bev. But I will say, one thing I will say though, is that when I look at Lala, she doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke. I don't know if she still does her, well, she can't do her vape because she's pregnant. She has the best skin, the best bone structure, and it's because she doesn't drink, and it's because she doesn't smoke. Like, seriously, I feel like I don't drink or smoke like purely based on vanity, because I would love to be drinking tequilas all day. I would love to be smoking doobies all day, but I just like, I notice such a huge difference if I don't have a drink of alcohol, and it's just like not part of my routine anyway, thankfully. But when I look at Lala, I'm just like, yes, you are like a poster child for like why not to imbibe. She's glowing. She should hire a stylist and a makeup artist, but whatever. We'll leave that for another day. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Daily Dish. I'm Candice Cooper, and I will see you on Monday. I have something fun that I'm doing Monday, but I will definitely jump on and I'll let you know how it goes. But I love you guys. Ciao, ciao. Have a great weekend. Bye.